All right, guys, in this video, we're going to be going over this article I recently came across from VGC titled Major Xbox Influencers Pull Support Over Multi-Platform Rumors. Now, obviously, there has been a lot going on the past 24 or so hours with Microsoft and Xbox, and how it pertains to PlayStation specifically is kind of at the root of an article like this existing in the first place. And yeah, as you can tell by the image they chose to use here, it's not looking too good over there. So let's dive into this. They say here several notable Xbox influencers have publicly withdrawn their support for the brand following media reports claiming that first-party games could soon start appearing on PlayStation. Over the weekend, it was claimed that multiple major Xbox exclusives, including Starfield, Hi-Fi Rush, and Indiana Jones, could be released on PS5 as part of a significant strategy shift for Microsoft's gaming division. On Monday, it was claimed that Microsoft is even considering bringing the Gears of War franchise to PlayStation. Although not yet officially confirmed, the reports led to major backlash within the Xbox community, including from notable Xbox influencers with large followings who are unhappy that games previously marketed as Xbox exclusives could be available on other console platforms. Notably, Xbox influencer Clobreel took to the Reset Era forum to confirm that they were taking steps to wind down their account following the reports. Clobreel is one of the most well-known personalities in the Xbox community with over 158,000 followers on X, including Microsoft's gaming boss Phil Spencer, Xbox president Sarah Bond, and virtually its entire marketing and PR leadership team. The account is known for creating faux Xbox marketing images, which are regularly shared by Xbox's bosses. On Monday, Clobreel said that the supposed change in strategy for Microsoft had made them reconsider their support for the Xbox brand. The baseline for being Clobreel always was the trust and credibility of the brand I support and my excitement for the path ahead, they wrote. All of these three are at an all-time low right now. I've made the decision, depending on what's next or its scale, to take significant steps back and reduce the Clobreel persona or eventually even retire it. Tim Dog, another notable Xbox influencer with 82,000 followers, including Phil Spencer, Xbox's marketing leads in the official Xbox account, made a more dramatic declaration on Monday, streaming a 7-hour Spaces audio discussion on X under the headline, quote, "I'm not an Xbox fanboy anymore," end quote. It's so easy to see Xbox is killing its hardware and putting a stake in the heart of it by doing this, he said, and there's no going back. It's dead. He later tweeted, Xbox could have killed Game Pass, say buy our exclusives and focus on the hardware, and that's 100% the better idea than let's say kill exclusives and put Halo on PS5. The outrage would be half of this, and guess what? You might be back to having a healthy business. He added, nothing changes other than I don't support them like I have in the past. If you like being lied to, that's a you thing. I have a set of standards. That's all. Cross them and I will respond. YouTuber Doc Dark, and this is where things start to really reach new levels. A self-proclaimed console war content creator posted a video in which he sang for 3 minutes about the situation. Quote, I pray to God that you remember the beginning of this generation when we had a chance, starts Doc Dark's original song. Everything was lined up, but now it looks like it's over, he continued, holding aloft an Xbox Series S console. I shouldn't be crying, but I just can't let it go. I can't stop thinking about all the games we should have played that we never played. Xbox influencer Kid Smoove, another X user, followed by Xbox executives, changed his Twitter banner logo where it simply reads, F Xbox. Xbox is doomed, they wrote. If they're expecting PlayStation and Nintendo to buy Xbox games, they are in for a rude awakening. Elsewhere, some social media users have posted tweets stating that they're trading in their consoles, with one actually showing receipts proving they've already done it, despite the reports still being unconfirmed at the time of this writing. In a more disturbing turn, unrelated to any of the influencers mentioned in this story, Xbox's senior media manager shared an image showing a message in which an anonymous user wished him harm over the situation. My God, what is wrong with people? With speculation about a new strategy for the Xbox business mounting, Microsoft's head of gaming, Phil Spencer, released a statement on Monday telling fans that more will become clear next week. We're listening and we hear you, Phil Spencer wrote on X. We've been planning a business update event for next week where we look forward to sharing more details with you about our vision for the future of Xbox. Stay tuned. So, yes, as you can see, it is complete meltdown mode over there for the Xbox hardcore fan base. It's not everybody. I want to make that clear. I've seen plenty of Xbox fans and players saying how they're actually fine with this, right? Like they're totally okay and even happy with the notion of PlayStation fans having access to playing games like Gears of War or even Halo in the future, or like Starfield and Hi-Fi Rush and stuff like that, Sea of Thieves on PlayStation. But, you know, see somebody, I don't know who this person is, but Adapt has been a long-standing Xbox fan. He followed me for a long time, but he's now abandoned Xbox and bought a PS5. Hopefully, Phil Spencer, Sarah Bond, and Matt Booty take note of these actions. And it's and there it is. I mean, there's that this person legitimately just traded in their console. Like they just were like, yeah, I'm done. Just based off the rumors. And so, I mean, this guy made a song. I mean, I don't know that can be topped. I mean, this guy actually made a song over it. So, I mean, at least he's being creative about it, I guess. But yeah, I mean, to me, Clobrill was an interesting one because he has a massive following. I mean, he made so many infographics and stuff, and it's really weird, honestly, to just see how overnight, pretty much, at least a large portion of the fan base, like completely crumbled, and they just don't, they just feel like there's no reason to kind of stick around, and that I think is kind of at the heart of these rumors, right? Like the idea that Microsoft is going to walk this fine line of only some games are going to go to PlayStation and Switch, others are not, and even if the ones that don't, are they going to be timed exclusives? Even if they're not announced to be timed exclusives, people are going to assume they're timed exclusives. It's a messy situation. It's a really messy situation. But one of the most important things to note here is that the official statement from Phil Spencer, he says, we're listening and we hear you, but then proceeds to not deny any of the rumors. That's a pretty big deal. That seems, I don't say that confirms anything, but it does imply heavily that there is at least some truth, if not a lot of truth, to many of these rumors. And it's also worth noting that he says a business update. I think it's very important for people to understand that we're talking business here, aka we're talking to the shareholders. It's not like he's saying like we plan to address the Xbox fan base. In fact, if you look at Phil Spencer's reply, it's pretty cold, man. Like it's just straight up like, we hear you. We're going to give you a business update next week. Like, I'll be honest, I don't know that a lot of fans are still upset even with this because they feel like, well, you should say something now. You this doesn't really acknowledge the meltdowns that the hardcore fans are having, and it's leading a lot of people to believe that it's because Microsoft doesn't care. Like this business update is purely about making more money, right? But at the same time, a lot of people on the other end of it are going, I think, a bit too far. We're seeing people saying that, oh yeah, Microsoft is done, right? Like they are going full third party. They're abandoning hardware entirely. They're quitting. They're the next Sega. They're exiting the console market. And I understand, and don't get me wrong, like I kind of understand why people are coming to those conclusions because there's a lot with these rumors, man. Like a lot has happened in a short period of time in terms of the reports that are circulating and where Microsoft seems to be headed. But at the same time, it's like, it really simply boils down to what is Microsoft going to announce at this business update. because if they're planning on walking this fine line of, yeah, we're still gonna make a console, we're still gonna have some exclusives, but like half our catalog's gonna go to the opposing console. It's like, good luck threading that needle. I don't think you're gonna do it. It seems almost impossible. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to say. Nobody knows what they're going to say. You have to even question if Microsoft is even trying to figure out exactly what they're going to say right now going into next week. But one thing I feel like I can say confidently at this point, based off of the reactions I've seen on the internet, and just, I mean, even if you just go on Phil Spencer's post, you should see how many replies he has and what people are saying. What I feel confident in saying is that whatever it is Microsoft announces next week is going to be big. It's going to be very big. It's going to have a massive impact, obviously, on the Microsoft gaming business, on Xbox, on the Xbox fan base, and even on the PlayStation fan base and Nintendo Switch fan base. It's going to have heavy implications, or I guess you could say it's going to make waves for everyone. So, yeah, I just wanted to go over this with you because I was streaming most of the day when this was going on, and I missed like almost all this, and I was actually kind of shocked to see, like, damn, dude, people really are seemingly losing it over these rumors and reports. So let me know your thoughts about it down in the comments below. I'll be interested to see what you have to say. Leave the video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit the bell notification icon, and feel free to share the video out on top of all that. But until next time, guys, take care.